sewers. Tonight we have come to the Norfolk Tank Museum in St Peter, so that's South Norfolk for people who don't know where it is. Never been here before. As you can see, I'm in a tank. Really looking forward to this investigation. Like I say, I'm ashamed to say I've actually never been here before, but so tonight is a first for us. We have guest investigator Bob is with us tonight, and Dan is actually here tonight. He's not at home, so that makes a change. So for now, we're at the Tank Museum. So we're walking through the main part of the museum, and we're now going out to the Anderson shelter as our first port of call. So I'll just flip the camera around. Yeah, that'd be handy if you can. That'd be appreciated. Yeah. So we're going to do a quick session in here. We have Alice running. There she is. Unfortunately her sound is not working again, which is really annoying. And I've got a dictaphone running as well.
Someone's coming.
Alice has just said so. Well, actually it does matter, but thanks anyway. Dan has his EMF meter over there. There's Dan, he's recording me, I'll blind you. Bob's in here somewhere.
No.
There he is. So if there's anybody here that would like to communicate with us, can you please come forward and use any of the devices that we have laid out. You can tell us your name, why you're here, if you're linked to any particular artifact in this building, maybe one of the tanks, maybe something in a display case, anything at all. Feel free for anyone to shout anything out if they feel they want to. If you have any specific questions, just shout them out. See if we get a response. Alice is now going again. Slip. Okay, what do you mean by slip? Can you be a little bit more specific, please? Fool. Okay.
John?
Yeah, it is John, isn't it? I think they're talking to you, Bob. Who's the fool?
Paul.
On a serious note, does that mean anything to anyone in the room?
What did it say?
It said slip and then fool.
No.
No? Okay. Can you give us your name, please? Tell us who we're communicating with. That'd be really handy.
How long's that Anderson been here?
We built it and put it up 5 years ago.
Yeah.
It is the Second World War Nissan hut though.
You got any messages for any of us in this room? Anything at all? If you're finding it difficult to use Alice, you can communicate using the EMF. If you make the lights fluctuate, just to let us know you're here, if you can make that go up to 3 different lights for me, please. Alice is going again. Even.
What was the last word you said it said?
Even.
Oh, sorry, my name's Stephen, that's what I was... Well,
Yeah. So just for the viewers' purpose, we have got some staff here with us tonight. We've got Stephen in the corner there, sitting down, and
I'm Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
You look like you were about to ask a question, Bob.
Well, I was just thinking, because presumably this was like an American...
Just had the word
Listen.
ashes come through on Alice.
And when we sort of talked about different shoes and things, when we was at the shoebox, your machine went absolutely loopy.
The REM pod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went absolutely berserk when we started saying that modern day shoes were better than
Yes.
old shoes.
Yeah.
So B17s, I'm sure Lancasters were much better than B17s.
Just had the word steel. S-T-E-E-L.
And they could fly at night.
Pendant.
Sorry?
Pendant. Follow. It's nice, says follow. Dirt. Okay. Period. That was a lot of words, one after the other. So that said steel, pendant, follow, dirt, period.
If there's anybody here, can you go towards the green light? You go towards the green light, it'll light up more lights.
What green light?
Over here.
The one here.
Dan's got his EMF on.
No.
Yeah.
Green light. Well, actually, I'm surprised that Dan hasn't come out with any of his jokes yet, because he reckoned he was going to get loads of him in tonight, but all he seems to have been talking about is crabs for some reason. But oh, here we go. Hung. Okay. Who was hung? Can you tell me? Pack. Loss.
Loss.
Yeah. Better. Yeah, we're getting mixed messages coming through this.
I'm going to try the
'Cause
skeleton on my phone.
as a sentence, that doesn't make any sense.
Any sense at all.
No. So it sounds like we've got multiple spirits trying to communicate with us through Alice. But if you can just step back and just let one person talk, please, so we can try and make sense at least. Deep. Okay, I'm going to leave Alice running. I'm just going to get the spirit box. Okay, we've got the spirit box running now, and Dan's using SLS on his phone. Alice is going again. Although, gun. Okay, I've got the spirit box out now, so you can use the white noise to talk to us. Can you say that again, please? Who's been communicating with us through Alice? Len. You going to have to talk really, really loudly in the show for me to hear you anyway. Alice is going again. Bend. Lend, bend. Okay.
Something going on over there, because I've seen a couple of, there's something sort of wind across there.
Over here.
Yeah, over the top of the hill.
Where's your EMF?
Yeah. It's not a shadow because you can see like
Whereabouts, Bob?
okay.
Whereabouts, Bob?
Along here, around here.
Okay.
We want the shadow from outside. Well, yeah, can you just sort of move it around about, or wave at me, or just move around it?
Well, I think that's where Dan's EMF is. So if anything's moving past that, that's going to give like a shadow. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's nothing like that. It's
What you
white,
saying? Yeah.
definitely white. And it's sort of under there. I sort of ignored it, what was under in there because the door's open and just thought it was probably some sort of shadow or something moving like that. But it's definitely something lurking about there.
I did see something move, but I don't know if it was Bob who was moving at that point, and I moved the camera across slightly. So if look back at the footage, you'll be able to see if there is anything.
Was that when you were down?
No, I was stood here pointing that way when Bob
Anthony.
started moving his hand.
Thank you, Anthony. Anthony. It's like you that Bob saw. Can you say that again, please? Louder and clearer.
Did you hear that?
What did it say?
Sounds like saying dad or something like that. What sounds like to me?
4. Alice says 4. Okay, I'm going to do an experiment. I'm going to put the ANC Mini on the Spirit Box. Okay, we're just going to set up the ANC Mini to run with the Spirit Box. We've had some more words come through on Alice. We've had 4, library, average, arms, and another name, Kurt. If that is a name. But anyway, I'm going to get the ANC Mini working now. Okay, so we've got the ANC Mini now rigged up. I've actually switched it on. And you can see it's getting rid of a lot of the white noise. So hopefully if we get anyone that wants to talk through the Spirit Box, if you really shout, we should be able to hear you a bit better now. You say that again? Is Anthony or Kurt here? Someone's trying to come through. Yeah, they are trying. That's a clever little device, so that gets rid of all that static, almost. Say that again, please.
I think that's a bit of radio.
That was, yeah. I don't suppose you've seen that white patch anymore above the door?
But then something else just went.
What, in the
There
same?
was something definitely going on above that door. I don't know if you can put your camera on it, Dan, or
Alice just
over
said
there.
Scanlan and then Pam.
Scanlan?
Yeah.
Did they make that?
That's me. Did you just say? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Pam. Do you want to talk to us? You can come through the spirit box again. Yes. Can you tell us why you're here, Pam? Does that name mean anything to anyone in this room?
What's that?
Pam. Name Pam.
No.
Nah.
Pam, we'd love to talk to you. Can you tell us why you're here?
That was there again.
What's that?
It's just like a white thing. It's not like an orb. You don't get the little orbs.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's like this.
Really?
Yeah, and it's above that. It's over that doorway.
I keep seeing a splash of something over there.
Something really
There isn't anything coming through
from that way.
from that window, is
It's the room's completely blocked out, isn't it? Out there.
I can't see the moon. I can see if I see where it is.
Yeah, just wondering if the side, but if that was a cloud going over the moon.
The moon probably over the front of mine.
Pam, we're still here and would love to talk to you. Do you have a message for anyone?
Moon's not anywhere.
Pretty blotted out.
No?
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, light reflects in strange ways, and we've got the house is there.
Yeah.
That could, it could be the light from that coming, but someone would have to walk across it to make it move.
Yeah.
Are you leaving it recording for that, are you?
Yeah, I thought that might be a good idea actually.
Yeah?
Leave it recording. I'll move that across a little bit.
Pam? Do you want to talk to us? Turn the spirit box off in a moment. I want to know what Bob's been seeing though.
I saw a white flash up above that door there. Just a very small white light just above the door frame, about 2/3 to the left.
Yeah.
I did see something on camera earlier. Just after that, you said what you saw, Bob. And I saw something and I thought, what the hell was that moving?
Place.
Was that Bob? And I panned across to you, Bob, because I wondered if it was your arm moving, and then I just assumed it was you. But so I might have seen it as well, and we picked it up, or it could have just been your arm moving.
Yeah, it could, well.
It could have been you then going.
It was me doing the jazz hands.
Yeah.
Okay, Pam, I'm going to turn the spirit box off now because obviously you don't want to talk to us through it. But you can use Alice or dictaphone is here.
I wonder if that's what we do, we move on somewhere else, leaving that camera pointing at that bit at the top, because then we know none of your equipment is causing that red light if it happens again.
Yeah,
And
we can do
leave
that.
the dictaphone on and then move elsewhere and carry on.
So we now leave the Nissan hut and Dan has left his video recorder recording above the door. Watch the next clip. Is this what Bob had seen? So we're now actually in another part of the museum, and Dan's video recorder is left recording. If you listen to the next piece of audio, you will hear a very, very loud bang. In total, for the duration of Dan's camera left in the Nissan Hutch recording, we actually detect 7 in total. That's 7 of these loud bangs. There are other minor taps in between, making it 11 unaccounted knocks and bangs in this hut that we can't explain. Here's a copy of the Alice script from our session in the Nissan hut. So we've now come into the hangar where all the tanks are, so I'll just do a quick walkthrough for you. Because we are sort of a rolling investigation tonight, we're bringing pieces of equipment with us rather than just sort of dotting them about all over the place. But yeah, I'll just show you around in here because this is amazing. This tank, you can actually go in. This is the one I was in earlier. We've got another one here that we can go in, but it's through the top hatch and I would probably break my leg. Don't get scared by the mannequins that are dotted around.
This one moves.
Lots of interesting tanks, artefacts, history. If you've never been, guys, honestly come and check out the Norfolk Tank Museum in St Peter, I believe, South Norfolk, so you're not getting confused with anywhere else. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so we've just placed some objects out in here in the hangar where the tanks are, so I'll just show you where they are quickly. So we have a REM pod over here somewhere. There it is. There you go, one REM over there. We then have another REM pod just down here near the big tank. Go, just there. And we have Dan's proximity sensor rigged up to his death penny just over here.
Which belonged to my great-grandfather.
And that's the theory of how that works. When it's touched, it will go off. Okay.
And there was a film done
Okay,
by my grandfather
so
in the film.
we have Alice set up as well. I've got my dictaphone out and the EMF. I'm sitting down for a change. So let's get Alice going and let's see if we can get some responses in the hangar. Okay, if there is anybody here in the hangar with us that would like to communicate with us, please come forward. Trigger any of the REM pods that we've left scattered around, or if you're really interested in Dan's death penny, go and touch it. I've got the dictaphone running. You can use Alice. You can walk towards any of the little lights that are on the floors and touch them just to let us know that you're here and that you want to communicate with us. We'd really appreciate it. Dan's using SLS, I think, on his phone. Anyone at all? Oh, course. Alice has just said course and she's now saying something else. Step. Are you talking about a step into a tank, or what are we talking about here? Sounds like Dan's getting some responses on his SLS. Are you getting something near that REM pod?
I'm getting something near the tank here, as if there's something stood next to the tank.
Right.
I've walked past it multiple times now and not picked up anything there.
I'm thinking on that.
Yeah. Can you give us a wave? You put your arm up. Show us that you can hear us.
They're trying to.
Yeah. Okay, can you stick a leg out?
No, my back goes too much. Oh, I see.
Yeah. Oh, we've got a wave. No. Definitely mapping something there.
What happens if you pan away and go back? Nothing. And
Yeah, picking up again.
So what's...
No, I think it does.
They're waving back at you now.
Yeah.
Right, see if that maps me. Let me just go and stand over here.
Go stand in the middle and see if it maps you. Yes, mapping you as well. It's struggling to map the... no, you've got both. It's flicking between the both now. Yeah. Oh, it's just touched your hand. Yeah, it's holding your hand. Oh, it's just moved up the tank. It was looking out then. Oh, it's looking out the top. Isn't the bloody top bit looking out at us? That, literally, Nikki, you stood there, you put your hand out and it held your hand, and then it went up to the turret at the bit at the top there and was looking out at us. Really? Yeah.
So Dan is picking up figures in the tanks. And Alice, what's Alice said? Lead, assault, outline received, sift. Oh, I just got fluctuation on the EMF.
Tell you what I did get here earlier when I was moving about and I kept wiping the lens. It was like there was a haze on it, which was a bit weird on the camera. So I'm not getting it now, but earlier on I was getting this haze, like there was a bit of a... At one point, wherever I was moving, I was just getting this haze.
If you're still by the tank, can you touch the green light in my hand, please? Can you make that light up a bit more for me, please? Oh, I just saw a flicker.
It's not as good, but very much like the Alice box. It's biotech. We have picked things up forward.
Steve,
Oh,
this piece here,
Yeah.
is that part or is that an add-on? So is it...
I'm getting fluctuation. Okay, that just went up to red.
I don't know if they were
yes, it's not for landmines, it's for dozing, but yes, it's all part of the town.
So it'll be on that from you, that would be,
Yes.
yeah.
I reckon that's picking up your mobile phones.
I haven't got one.
You haven't got one?
No.
Okay,
I have got one.
but that was here.
I'm on flight.
I'm on flight, so that can't.
Earlier on when my phone was not on flight, and
Yeah,
it was
mine's
nowhere
in the
near
caf.
me. It was round here.
Look, see that?
I was getting fluctuations earlier.
That's going up to red.
That was what I was getting earlier. Just
You're on
flight
flight, aren't
now.
you?
Usually with a mobile phone to affect it, you usually got to be right next to it.
Yeah.
But I was getting it here earlier. Just here I was getting fluctuations.
Can't be my mobile phone, I don't know where it is.
You never know where your phone is.
Just so you know, we've got a REM pod over here, and we've got another one over here. So don't scare yourself if you walk near it.
Because they'll go off, yeah.
So basically, it picks up on the EMF. So if anything goes into the area,
Similar to this, basically, so electromagnetic energy
so
will make it fluctuate, or in the case of the REM pod. No, it's not, is it? That's weird. That's almost as if something was here and it's now decided to just disappear.
Does
That's
anybody
bizarre.
Can you go to one of the lights and set off one of the devices? Make a noise.
What's Alice said?
Beside,
Beside,
yeah, I sat down.
and this was going off beside you.
And that figure was stood beside you.
Yeah. What did it say?
You are welcome.
Did it?
Yeah,
What?
it just said you
And
are
then
welcome.
it appeared.
Did you hear
As
that?
a,
What Alice said that?
yeah, it said you are welcome and it said time.
So you are welcome as in one sentence, Dan, not separate words.
Oh,
Alice doesn't do like sentences. So
No.
that's a first.
it says you are welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
So we've just had a first. Alice has given us a complete sentence. You are welcome. That's really interesting, actually.
I wonder if that's Pam. Is that Pam? Remember that name? No, she's
Fine.
Well, we had Anthony, didn't we? Kurt and Pam.
Stab.
Stab.
S-T-A-B, stab. Headstone.
Headstone.
Headstone. Stab.
Chair.
Stab, headstone, chair. Who's headstone?
I've got a clue.
Shall I get the spirit box out? As we are getting activity in here, would you reckon?
Why not?
Okay.
Oh God, it's not that thing that screams at you, is it?
Your favourite
My favourite. Leader.
leader?
Club.
What does it? Let's turn this up a bit.
You come back here.
What's occurring?
Earlier on, when I first went round with the SLS, I kept getting a haze and I kept wiping the lenses on my camera thinking it was that, and I kept getting this haze, and then it sort of disappeared.
Right.
And then we were just stood here and we looked across to the lights over there in the corner, which are on.
Yeah.
And it was like there was fog in here, and you could you were looking through the fog at the lights. And then when we went back and looked at it, it's gone.
Gone, crystal clear.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
I've never seen that.
I
No.
wouldn't say it's normal.
I'm in here most late nights, so I've never seen that.
No?
I wouldn't say fog coming in and going is normal.
Not that quick neither.
No.
Well, we walked back to sort of say, "Oh, it's foggy over here," and show you, and we come back and it's gone.
And then I
Hey?
Daniel and then Southern.
Daniel?
Daniel, as in the name Southern and Mike.
Dan, your name's just been mentioned.
That's it. Oh, thank you. If you were asking for me, can you touch the death penny and make the device light up? Are you here because of the death penny?
Paper. If you're here for Dan or Daniel, can you go and trigger one of the objects, please, in the room? Affair. Okay, I'm going to just stop the spirit box. Around a bit of thermal, around the areas where Dan had some odd mist. So this is where the mist was, yeah?
Yeah.
So this is where the figure was.
There's a bat over there.
If you're still in the tank, do you want to just pop your head up? Would you like to do that, please? If you are still by the tank, do you want to show yourself? Can you do that? Can you stand up from inside? I am just going to go up there.
And I'm not tanked up tonight.
Oh. That's a mannequin, by the way, so, right. Mannequin.
Yes, I already got what an SOS and said if that doesn't scare you. As you can see, Nikki is on top of the tank.
He's got killed himself, which I thought was very good.
What, on Alice?
Yeah.
Kill himself?
Are you getting in?
And then himself.
Are you getting in?
Me?
Yeah. No way I'm getting in there or even attempting it.
I'm just going to stop recording for the moment.
Yay!
Right. So I'm inside a tank on my own. I've got Alice running. I'll show you around in here in a minute, but I'm literally sitting inside a tank with Alice running on my own in the dark. So this is inside the tank. I'll have to shine my torch because this camera doesn't have night vision, so this is what I've come through up here. Alice is there.
Speak up a bit, please.
If there is anyone in the tank with me, can you please come through on Alice?
Cement.
Cement? What do you mean by cement? Can you be more specific with your words?
Arms.
Arms? My arms are going to feel like cement. They probably will tomorrow, yeah.
Sadness.
Sadness? Who's sad? Who's sad? We've come to talk to you if you want to talk to us. Do you want to communicate with us? Is Anthony, Kurt, or Pam here? What was that? Oh, Bob triggering stuff.
It's just moving the REM pod. It's not actually working, the REM pod.
Isn't it?
It's died.
Is it?
It's got a red light on it, but it's not reacting properly.
Has he touched it?
He's moved it to see if they can get it working.
Raw.
Doing anything.
Raw? Well, that's a new battery in that, so that's been drained in.
It's got the red light on it, but when you go near the area, it's not going off. Yeah, we've got another one next to the tank where we saw the figure.
Medium.
Medium?
And that's the other side of the tank where we saw the figure.
That worked when I put it down. Dan?
Is it not? They've all stopped working.
Hot.
Hot.
Betty.
Betty. Okay, what do you mean by hot and Betty? Betty, are you trying to come through? Who's draining our equipment? Got my camera back. I'm in a tank. Look. Zoom out for you. Sorry about the quickness of that. But this is what I'm sitting in. A tank. Dan has gone to sort out the REM pods, which seem to be no longer responding. Betty, are you here with me? Or is Betty the name of something? Is it the name of possibly one of the tanks?
Way.
Way. Okay. I think I'm gonna attempt to climb out of this tank now. So thank you to anyone who has communicated with me in here. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to stop the camera for now. Here's a copy of the Alice scripts from our session inside the hangar and inside the tank. We've come into a little side
that's
container
fine.
where there's some stuff on display in here, some guns and all sorts, so we're going to just do a quick session in here. So I think I might sit on the floor as well, Dan. I think that's a good idea. We have Alice running on a different device this time because I was getting a little bit annoyed with not knowing when Alice was going off, so if there's anybody here with us in this container that would like to communicate with us, give us any sorts of messages, can you please come through on Alice, speak into the dictaphone, move in front of one of Dan's cameras. I'm not sure if he's running SLS or not, but
Yeah.
a number of methods of being able to communicate with us.
We'll put the REM pod out as well.
We've got Alice running. Is there anything you want to say to us? Bob's left now.
Fiddle. Coin.
Fiddle coin. Which coin? Which coin are you talking about? Are you talking about the death penny?
Where? Yard.
Where, as in where are you, and yard. What do you mean by where and yard? Can you be more specific, please? We had the name Betty come through earlier when I sat in the tank. Is that the name of one of the tanks, or is that a person? Can you tell me, please?
Few.
Few.
Come on, please go to the device and set it off and make the lights go on.
Have you all left? Now you know what we were doing. What our equipment does.
Pen.
Pen. What about the pen?
Island.
Okay. Shall we play the tapping game? Shall we give that a go? Right, can you copy me, please? Can you copy that back? Do you want to try down your end, Dan?
Right, do you want to tap back? The same as what I do? Nope.
Fight. Lasting.
Fight lasting. I think they've left.
Gone quiet.
Yeah.
Smile. Almost.
Who's that message for?
Total. Map. Turn.
Total map turn.
Most.
There's the REM pod. Go on. Do something to it. Walk past it. Touch it.
Far. Drag.
Okay, I think we're going to call it a night. Thank you to anyone who has kind of attempted to communicate with us. We do appreciate it. It is getting on a bit now, and I think we need to let Stephen go to bed. Here's a copy of the Alice scripts from our session in the container. As we wrapped up our investigation for the evening, we had a conversation with the director of the museum, Stephen. Now, Stephen told us his experiences in the museum, and he informed us that he has seen an apparition standing on the tank, the exact same tank where Dan had detected the SLS figure. Coincidence or not? I'll leave it for you to decide. Hi there, Nikki from Hallows Spirit Pursuers. We have now finished our investigation at the Norfolk Tank Museum in South Norfolk. Bob left a little bit earlier, so we can't do a round robin, as it were. But I have to say, never knew that museum was there. Quite ashamed to say I never knew it was there, but fascinating place. If you've never been, go have a look, check them out, because they actually allow you to get inside tanks and stuff like that. So, Dan, what did you think?
I think the evening has been thoroughly interesting. The key point that we do need to remember is, I think that obviously during the First World War, 40 million people died. During the Second World War, 70 million people died. The equipment that they've got there is not just tanks. There are weapons, uniforms, badges, all kind of things that were used within the war. And that war, those wars that were fought, actually has kept our freedom and our country the way it is now. And that is a brilliant memorial and a brilliant place to go to learn. And I think everybody should take their children there just to see the fun side of it, but also to learn the history of it. So I think it was absolutely fantastic. Go visit.
So there you have it. Go check out the Norfolk Tank Museum. Anyway, we hope you have found our investigation interesting. So for now, catch you later.